with you. Thank you for arriving in such a timely manner. I really appreciate it. I say we go ahead and get started. Let's start with an opening hymn. 237, we'll just sing the first verse of Do What Is Right. And then Tessa Bishop, is that what I have? Yes. Would you mind saying opening prayer? Awesome.
You've been volunteering.
Today, and we ask, Father, that you will send the Spirit to be here with us to teach us and help us learn how we can better live the gospel of Jesus Christ and better focus on the purpose and help our missionaries to do the same. We love you greatly, Father, and we ask this humbly in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen. Thank you, Tessa. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Before you start, I have a few announcements, but any announcements from you? I don't have a picture of me. I think we're all friends in terms of Facebook here, so you can go ahead.
We're not.
Oh.
No,
we are.
I haven't checked Facebook since June.
I've had it about If not, add me and you can check out all those cute pictures. So, Tyler,
I was going to say, you have a great video of your being online.
Did you work friends at one time?
Oh, yeah, we get the hashtag Grant workout videos, and you'll get a good workout.
That's a hashtag.
Good. Just a little update. Well, this goes with one of my announcements. This one. Maybe could I ask Tessa? I've asked a lot of you today. Could you just be my clicker person?
Yes.
First off, let's introduce, where is he? Anna. Could you introduce yourself, your name, where you served, anything else you'd like us to know, and the favorite thing you learned here at the MTC this week?
Alright. I'm Emin Aston. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I served in the Iowa Des Moines mission. I've been back for about 6 months now. I guess just the power of questions and the impact they have as people learn for themselves. It's been awesome.
Awesome, thank you. And then, Angie, did you introduce yourself last week? Okay, if you would mind, same thing.
I'm Angie Steck. I'm from St. George. I served in Montana. I loved it. My favorite thing that I've learned so far is probably, I don't know, reconnecting with my purpose as a return missionary. It's been very, very insightful.
Awesome. How long have you been home?
6 months.
6 months. And Evan, how long? Is it 6 months as well?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, yeah, these two are great, so I would welcome them into your zones, into the area. We've got a lot to learn from. I wanted to let you know about fall semester. More so, I want you to find out for yourself about fall semester and go and check the Google Doc and make sure your schedule is what it should be. I've gotten an email just this week from a teacher that looked, and I just need everyone to do that. I need everyone to look and make sure it's right, and if it's not, that teacher emailed me and said, Ben, this was a mistake, can we change? And we're getting that in the works. So email me if there's any problems with your assigned schedule. The new teachers, I'll be getting yours out pretty soon. But let me know if there's anything that needs to be fixed. As for my schedule, first off, thank you for being so flexible with my schedule as of June 19th when the baby was born. It's been kind of a roller coaster. Rochelle is better, so we're all good there. I am going to California this week to visit her family. Just short little trip, Wednesday through Monday. Not even a full week, but I'll be back on. Actually, I'll be gone Tuesday and Wednesday on a mission visit in Salt Lake. That'll be fun. So, Salt Lake South. Is that your mission? Oh, man. Well, important. I can't train, but I'm there to observe. So, we'll find out what goes on. I'll be back Thursday, and I'm just saying, I feel good. I'll probably be back for good. Okay, so I apologize for all the canceled appointments and things like that, but I should be good. Okay, next one. Oh, yes. Yes, great question. Darrell will be doing training next week. If you want to email me or text me any suggestions you have for him to train on next week, he would love that. He's always wondering what to train on.
Also, one quick question. How can we access the summer, I'm pretty sure the summer, sorry,
Fall assignments? Great question. If you go in the folder, the Google Drive folder, then it's Ben's MTC area. It's the Google Doc that's, it says summer fall assignments, and it'll have your assignment. Okay. So every week I want to do just a 5-minute policy reminder. And this is a good reminder for me as it is for you. But this is one I think we've gotten a little lax on, which is why I bring it up. So, Courtney, did you read, too close?
Sure.
Could you read this? And this is straight from the stewardship document, and I'm open for questions, but I want to just emphasize this as it's something that we need to work on.
Weekly policy reminder. Training coordinators must approve subbing or any other changes in teacher schedules at least 1 week prior to the change. In situations where 1 week notice is not given, the training coordinator will determine if it was possible to give the required notice and if the activity is an appropriate reason for a sub.
Okay, so that is what the policy says. Is that clear, or are there any questions about that? Joanne?
Whatever we're a center, like, as in, like, this weekend, and it's not a weekend of advance.
Sure. Well, I've been given direction from Darrell that for anything outside of the stewardship document, we step out of it. That from now on, I'll be giving verbal warnings. So it'll be a verbal, don't let this happen again. If it does, we'll need to take further disciplinary action. I mean, if it becomes consistent, that's when we'll sit down, we'll write kind of written, we're going to go, on the computer. We don't want to get to that. Now, for your example, Johanna, since this is kind of being brought up now, let's talk. For the next week, let's talk through it. But in the future, there may be times where I might say no. I'll just get it out there. I'll just unload it. I might say no in the future. If I don't see it's an appropriate reason. Do we know the why behind all of this? Can we just get the why out there? The missionaries, right? We need to just be thinking about missionaries. And I had subs when I was a missionary at MTC, and I survived. I had a good experience, but I think it definitely took away from the experience because I had so many subs when I was a missionary.
I have to say, when I had 4 teachers, and the first 2, like, I felt such a good connection with them. Then the next 2, like, just randomly were running. And I was like, where the heck are these guys from? But it was good. It was a good experience. They learned a lot. But just like that connection was kind of sad, and I didn't feel like that was interesting.
Thank you. Al,
Does this policy apply in switches and
that's a good question. As of now, it is. I haven't done that in the past, but when I wrote it out, black and white, I was like, oh my goodness. Any other changes in the teacher's schedules? So that's what I would expect. Now, let me just be very clear as well. I recognize there's been so much stress with subbing because of how many teachers are teaching and not available to sub. I recognize that. I feel for you. If there is a scramble that needs to be made to find a teacher and you need to come to me, let's do it weekend days. Let's just shift our mindset and make the scramble weekend days. That'll ease the stress of you and of me, and of the teacher you guys. questions? Is that clear? Okay, thank you. You're all awesome. Let's move on. Yes, Will.
If we're asked to sub for someone and it's not a week in advance, do we just assume they've talked to you?
You have to
Do we
say
do
no.
anything? If we're fine with it, and I would just assume the teacher's spoken to you.
I would just
assume
ask.
everybody's
I would just
fine.
keep everyone honest and just ask. Did you talk to Ben?
Okay.
And from what I've heard, it's all been yes.
Right.
But just to keep each other accountable. So, good question. Okay, this subject, I'm actually, to be perfectly honest with you, really excited to talk about this. I'll just be frank with you. This is one of my weaknesses. You probably know that when I come into your class and I try to give feedback. I'm not very good at it. I'm working on this as well. So correcting inappropriate behavior the Lord's way is something I've been working on, and I've actually seen a lot of improvement. And I hope in the last week that you've had to prepare to learn, you've seen some improvement as well. So with that in mind, I want to do a little explain portion. Tessa, if you mind, please. If everything we do should be guided by this, and I wanted to talk about correcting inappropriate behavior today, what in the world does that subject have to do with fulfilling your purpose? Alan.
Your behavior directly correlates with your ability to be used by the Lord to fulfill your purpose.
Well said. Did you have a comment or something? Sorry.
The whole point of life and everything is that we're in line with God's will. And if we're doing something and we're not aware of, or we're not humble enough to admit it, that is keeping us away from God's will, we have to, or we can't progress.
Would you say this is God's will, the doctrine of Christ? It's what He wants us to do, right? If we're out of line, something's got to be done to get us back. Good comment. Jordan.
Well, I mean, as we strive to correct missionaries with their faithful ground and repent,
Yeah.
have more of the Spirit to be with them as they teach and less leaders.
Well said. And Al.
I think you invite people to come to Christ through more than just your words, it's your actions and your example as well. So, like missionaries are being disobedient, that's going to interfere with their abilities.
I had a thought just along the vein of the Savior coming into Christ. The Savior said, from Elder Christofferson's talk, if you read it, as many as the Lord loveth, He chasteneth, right? What else does the Lord say? As I have loved you, love one another. So therefore, if we're to love as the Savior would love to others, we would chasten, we would correct. So with that in mind, to help others come to Savior, missionaries and investigators, we're going to talk about and practice correcting inappropriate behavior. Let's discuss in our groups. I just want us to follow up in a study portion. Discuss in your groups. What did you learn as you studied? And the second question, what did you learn by doing? I know I actually heard a lot from you about even little things that you've corrected that have helped you to learn the principles, the doctrine of it. So go ahead and discuss in your groups. What have you learned from studying and by doing?
I'll say, so pretty much what I just said. I was learning as I was studying. Because I was just thinking, as I was reading people talk, she wasn't.
Then I've also learned watching missionaries.
Well, it's just like talking about all this. But I just kept thinking, like, how can I implement this? How can I implement this? And it's hard to, I feel like it was like a secret revelation that finally I was like, maybe I'm not in the right mindset. I need to implement just helping them, helping them into the Lord's will. It's not that I am going to have a revelation on every single little thing I need to tell them to do, but I can help to them to receive that revelation so they can be changed by the Lord. I don't know if I have to.
Want to join our group?
I was thinking about it because I could see where it felt that way. It's I don't really I'm not correcting myself.
Yeah, that I learned. I don't know, I guess, like, I always, one of the main things that I like is in my classroom, where I'm the teacher, is like, I want them to feel comfortable and like they can come to me if they need. Like, I don't want them to feel like afraid of me, you know, or like see if I don't make a difference.
I think that as I gained some he says our success in others in the Christian missionaries will come with their how much we love them. Not their respect, we must pray. Many quotes scripture that influence to improve the times it goes on to say, the word entity has special meaning and prayer. So not like missionaries when they give correction. The words are just and you don't just let them slide in there. So I don't know, I guess I'm just, as I've been thinking further about it and trying to show it more, we'll certainly see the biggest mistakes. Before they receive your correction, they must have felt the missionaries are in steps. They must have felt your judgment right, or actually they accept correction. And I actually that point that if we're going to show an increase of love, there has to be love to start with. We have to feel that love in everything. And so for me, I just like this past week I've been looking at how I love missionaries. Like, do they have that, or am I just going to love and then as I have that love for them, and I let them really watch when the times came and I needed to correct, then I can feel that love. So it's like I'll keep giving excuses. It made it so easier on my end because I did that I wanted them to. So I'm like scared excuses, like so defensive. But I like what Marissa said about, I don't know, kind of like when we teach that's like oh, we need to look at everything they need to set up. No, like help them understand. Just the doctor's like going into the mission, oh my God, maybe we don't see but even still, like, I was afraid about my mission a lot. And I liked it. My first thought was the environment that we need to see their use. But it was the expectation. They must have like a genuine grace that was a really Christian and so I think there's another talk that talks about not writing back of like compliments. How much you guys really good. Just about the story as you're trying to have that opportunity to grow and change. And so I think anytime you see them do something good, write it out and it'll make you feel better.
No, but say it again.
I think that
Loving me.
I know, it's just like,
Like, are you just looking at me to find out what's wrong about me? You can realize what it's like. They can't.
Anytime he chastises their side, to ask what their side is, and he's God, he does know their side. Like when he, with Adam, I always thought that five. When I'm 7, this
that was a there's things that we do
it's like their own sorrow to repentance, not like he forced her. And they're the ones that admitted that they did it. Yeah. Like we let them be agents.
and you feel like I'm supposed to be listening. I guess
take another 2 minutes.
That's hard. When you lay it out for you, so you can't err, and then just do it. Like, because they actually care. Something's hard, though, you have to do it.
I feel like that really makes a huge difference in the first day. Because the most awkward things are suggestions. You're not modest, sorry. You know, like no matter how you say it, it's interesting. It happens to super questions. But if you just say it, you get not just so it's not making fun of something like science. That's like I need more and then when I pick up on it, I just like I need to like sit down. It's hard. Yeah, it's true. Your mission. No, I see. I have so many missionaries say that. Well, my slip said 1, but my mom said it's fine if you're here by like 3. I'm like, why does your mom know? Who's your mom? mission. I love that one. We can be late to your mission. It really doesn't matter. Right, but
They were like, yeah, your sister said so they taught us about this and this, and I think they're doing something wrong.
Okay. If I can get your attention up front. By the way, can I just say, Jessica, I just want to point you out for a second. Taking faithful notes right now. I mean, there are others, Jordan and others. If you're not already, I would invite you to do so. That's coming prepared to learn. Okay. We're going, I've asked these teachers to help me. We've actually practiced some demonstrations that will help you to see different scenarios of applying these doctrines, these principles in action. So, I'm actually going to have Veronica begin. Tessa, you can give us the next one. We're going to give you 2 demonstrations, and then we'll give you a chance to practice in your groups of 4 what we demonstrate. Okay, so there's the first 2 scenarios. Number 1, the Lord missionaries are being disrupted mid-class. Number 2, John will demonstrate coming back from PI and those missionaries have not studied. Which I know from experience that is frequent, more frequent than it should, right? So here we go. We're going to demonstrate one, and then we're just going to jump right and demonstrate the second. I would invite you to take notes because what I've seen these teachers do as we practice has been amazing. So take notes as we do. Okay? Whew, man. Did you see that Cavs game?
I know, right? It was like right before we get
Yeah,
no, Steph Curry, too. It was crazy.
Did you see that game, Brother Kevin?
I did not, no. Brothers and sisters, what are we doing right now? What are we talking about?
So we left at game 6 and we were like, we left at game 5.
Who are you preparing for? Who do you teach tonight here tomorrow? What's your next lesson? James, for you? Kaylee. So I want you to tell me, is the Cavs game going to help you help them have faith and be baptized? I mean, you tell me, is it going to do that? No, it's not, really. I mean, like we said every day that we're here, the reason that you're here is for this. It's for your purpose. If you feel like the Cavs game is what's going to help your investigators come closer to Jesus Christ, then, you know, go ahead. Talk about the Cavs game. We've got an hour left of class. I'll pack up and take off. I mean, that's good with me if you think that's going to work. But, brothers and sisters, it's not. I know you have questions about how to become a better missionary. I know your investigators have questions about how they can be best. And the Lord can't tell you those answers if you're thinking about the Cavs game or things that are not related to this. Your time here is very short. You have 2 years to do it and the rest of eternity to think about it. No one's mission meant more to them than mine did to me. And I love you. I want us to work on this together. I'm glad you're having fun. I want us to be friends. I'd rather be friends and talk than not be. But let's be focused on this. Because I love you, because I love coming here, because of the spirit that you bring. That's why I love being. So can we do that together? Can we refocus back on what we need to do today? I really do love you. I know that this is what's going to bring you ultimate joy. More joy than you've ever experienced. Cavs game, that it's over, it's done. This is what's going to bring you best.
Go ahead and in your groups, take just a minute to discuss what you learned.
I like just directing it on the investigators.
Okay, minutes up. Example number 2. Missionaries are not not studying. Pay your attention. Missionaries are not studying, and they're also drawing on the board. So Brother Bennett is about to come back into class.
Okay, brothers and sisters.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Awesome. Let's bring it back. Okay. Okay, brothers and sisters, how did it go reviewing the plan study teach cycle for your investigators during this investigation?
Oh, really well.
Yeah, we finished it up, and so.
Yeah, it looks like you finished. Brothers and sisters, I just have a question for you. What does this here, Brother Franklin swinging on a tree, have to do with this?
Yeah, sometimes like kind of has to be distressed, like, you know, on the board, and I can be like a missionary later. Time kind of.
This schedule's like so tight, you know?
Yeah, I got you. Brothers and sisters, I just want to talk about something with you real quick. You remember when you got your call letter? You remember having to sign a letter and sending that back to the board? You remember you doing that? Do you realize what you did when you signed that letter and sent it back? You accepted and devoted all of your time to the Lord for the next 18 months of years. You signed away your time. It's right now it's not your time. It's the Lord's. And I understand where you come from. That this may be a stress reliever for you, that this may help you. Elder Downey talks about, he teaches the principle of good, better, best. Now, if we were to compare this to perhaps using the plan study teach cycle to compare to teach James or Caleb, which one would be, or where would we fall, good, better, best? So, what decisions, what do we do? What are you going to do differently? Yeah. I think that would be a good idea. But it's just, I hope you understand that the reason why I bring this up isn't to make you feel bad, or to show you that I don't trust you in any way. I desire for you to become the missionaries that the Lord sees you becoming. And I have to be honest, this isn't the way. This is right here. Purpose. As you understand and you apply your purpose, perhaps through the plans of teach and disciple, you will become the missionaries that the Lord sees you becoming. So you change. You know that. Okay.
Take a minute, discuss in your groups what you learned.
And I was like,
I mean, it took